Security, Dr. Edward Aka Nyamike, is the president of the Ghana Hotels Association. He's joined us on the line. Doc, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, my brother.
You were supposed to have a demonstration today.
Well, I wouldn't describe it as a demonstration. What we did was to have a press conference at the International Press Center, and then from there, walk to the PURC, which is just about 1.5 kilometers away from the International Press Center, and then present a petition to the PURC. But the walk did not happen because the police were not there to protect us during the walk, and we didn't want to create a situation, even though we had notified them as required under the Public Order Act. Okay, but so we went on a bus and then sent the petition to the PURC. They received it all right. Interesting enough, the police were there waiting for us when we got there. But we did what we had to do. So we presented the petition.
I see. How many people are we talking about here?
You mean those of us who went there?
Yes, those of you who plan to go on the walk.
Oh, we were up to about 100.
You wrote to the police. How many days ago since you wrote to the police to notify them?
We went strictly by the Public Order Act,
which says
5 days notice, but we sent it on 14th August. So
okay.
2 weeks away.
I see. And did they reply you in writing, the police?
Unfortunately, see, and that is where I am very displeased with the police. They invited us for a meeting. They did not respond officially with a letter, but they invited us for a meeting. Now, when we went for the meeting, couldn't convene it because the commander was not there, and the deputy commander was also not prepared to have the meeting without the commander. So we're rescheduled for another day on Wednesday. Again, we went, they couldn't organize it. So yesterday when they called, we went there again and they said there was going to be a Homo War celebration, so they cannot really meant to protect us, so we should reschedule the walk. And we said we couldn't reschedule the press conference, neither could we reschedule the walk. But when we were done with the press conference, we decided that it's not a good idea to go to the PRC, to walk to the PRC without police protection. So they failed to undertake their duties as enshrined in the Constitution.
Very well. Now let's talk about the crux of your campaign. What were you going to tell the PURC? What exactly is your difficulty, or what has been affecting the industry that you wanted to highlight by that mass action?
Very simple. You know, the PURC announced quarterly adjustment in tariff last year, August, thereabouts. Now, in January, they announced one effective 1st February, and it was 8.3% upward adjustment for water. The February bill came, and then we realized that our rates have, the water tariff had gone up by 167% against the 8.3% that they announced. So all we are asking for is for the PURC to revert to that 8.3%. Because, and that, we did that also because they said they did some recategorization of consumers, moving us from the non-residential category to commercial category. Okay, so we are simply pushing for them to revert that 167% increase to the 8.3% increase, which is very fair expectation from a responsible commission, which is supposed to regulate the utility.
How has this increase been affecting the industry generally? Paint a picture for us.
Right. So the industry, the hotel industry, uses lots of input for its work. Utilities is just one of them. So electricity and water is there, and then you get onto taxes, and then you get onto salaries, you get onto all the other things, amenities and maintenance and all that. Now, all of these put together constitute our operational cost, which is very high already, very, very high. So a slight change in any of those variables, a slight, especially with the utilities, because you see, with the hotel sector, you don't have much control on some of the utilities that your guests will use. And I'll give an example. If you go into a hotel room, if a guest gets into a hotel room and decides to stay the whole period in that room, you're in trouble. Okay? So any slight change in any of the utilities creates challenges for us. And that is what that February 167% increase created for us. Because it was not something that we were expecting, we did not anticipate it at all. So what it means is that most of the hotels, okay, who, let's say, had scheduled to pay, say, 2,000, that's what they've been paying, they were just expecting an 8.3% increase over the 2,000. Now had to pay 167% over the 2,000. They are finding challenges paying it, and the Ghana Water Company is chasing them, and that's why I keep saying that they have created debts for the hotels. That's 167, and it wasn't for only February, but for February, March, April, and May. So that debt is lying there. Who should pay it? When we were not told that was the quantum of increase that we were going to receive or experience. So, my brother, that is how it's affecting us. It has simply increased our operational costs. And remember that utilities, especially when there's an increase, it has that ripple effect. Okay, it's another ripple effect because you have various vendors, you have various suppliers who also depend on these utilities. So you are paying more for water and electricity, and then are taking their services to you too. They are also paying more, so they are also charging you more. So eventually, you bear the brunt of all of this.
Is it the case that the issue with the utilities is more problematic for you than the taxes that have been imposed generally? Because taxes are also having an impact generally on businesses. Are you saying that what you are suffering from the increase in utilities is worse than what the taxes are doing to your industry?
It's the same thing. The PURC issue was just one of the issues that probably received the headline. But we also talked about the COVID-19 1% levy, which is still sitting in our tax books. Okay, even though the COVID-19 is over, the WHO has declared that it's over. Okay, so it's not to say that the other taxes are not hurting us. They are. But this time around, probably we decided to use this water issue as a case study to draw attention to all the other levies and taxes that we are having to bear with.
Has a PURC said anything to you in response, or you would expect that in written form later?
Well, when we gave the petition to them, like I said, when we got there, they came down to meet us and received it. When they received it, the gentleman, is it Emmanuel Fiasi or so, he said that they indicated receipt of the petition and said to look at it and respond to us accordingly and appropriately.
So until that is done and the reversal is announced, the guests and various clients of your hotels would have to bear the brunt.
Exactly, my brother. Because we will have to survive as a business. We will have to pay our salaries. We will have to maintain the facilities. We will have to pay our suppliers, our vendors, and all that. So until those things are resolved, we will have to look at a combination of the inflows and outflows that will keep us in business. So yes, our desk of the clients will also have to be the picture.
You pass on the cost.
Well, if you don't pass on the cost, what would you do? It's either sometimes hotels will want to reduce their profit margin so that they can cushion their customers. But to what extent can you do it? Because you have investors also breathing on your neck to make sure that you are giving them returns on their investment. So one way or the other, somebody has to pay. So if the hotels cannot cushion that much, then the customers will have to come in because they are the ones who help the business to survive. It's just what it is, actually.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, and we wish you all the best.